I'm actually shocked that they're going through with the Trevor storyline. Bel Air just dropped the first 3 episodes of season 3, and it's just as messy as it always been. Spoilers if you aren't up to date. I do not understand why these two hate their children so much. Particularly the boy. Why would they send Will and Carlton to get a summer job at the country club that they go to? I get that both of these people did not grow up rich. They understand the importance of networking. And it's not like Carlton and Will were just chilling in the house doing whatever. The boys just pitched to the entire family like 5 different business ideas. And their response to it was go get a job. What? They know how this world works. They really wanted to give them work experiences that will help them build a great foundation. Why wouldn't they set them up at an internship at Phil's firm or whatever office Viv is doing? I'm not quite sure what she's actually working on. And if they didn't want to work with them, they both have the network to set up Will and Carlton for success. You don't need to do hard labor to learn the values of being a hard worker. You gotta break those shackles in our mind. And then Aunt Viv continued to be messy. I'm convinced that she's just bored with her life and she's trying to do something, because why did she get that girl Jackie to work at that country club? Like, what connection do they really have? Then she tried to play it off when she was talking to Lisa like she couldn't read the room. You had no trouble picking up vibes when you were at Phil's party though, and that girl was being all weird. All of a sudden you want to play up too? While we're on the subject of Aunt Viv, she has been preparing to cheat on Phil this entire season. Or she met that taco man with the tightest chef jacket in America. And Phil was being shady, especially with that kiss. You can't deny that Viv's insecurity really fueled his actions. They were dumb. He was being dumb because he wasn't entertaining that woman's actions at all. Let her know she had no chance. But Viv has been gearing up to blow up their relationship since last season. I think Viv's instincts about this girl was correct, but I don't think that she addressed it correctly. I'm not quite sure how do you do it. No, forbidding children to see each other only drives them closer together. Actually been putting pressure on everyone this entire season. I'm wondering if they're gonna pursue a drug storyline with her as well. It's definitely giving angst, and it's clear that she is getting frustrated with everyone in her family. She's overstepping her boundary just a little too much though, particularly with Hillary and Jazz. I feel like she's doing this because she likes his record store, and she's not really considering Hillary's feelings or what her intervention is doing. But like, what allegiance does Ashley really have to Jazz? Why is she so invested? She's 13 though, so I'm gonna give her a pass. I was glad when Hillary was like, you need to watch your mouth. You're talking a little too crazy. Will is a little selfish, and I'm glad that Lisa finally stood up for herself. Like, the entire reason that they don't have labels is because Will is so wish-washy. He said he wanted to pursue her and then proceeded to be messy with Jackie. I get that she's good for the business, but she was flirting with him on a level that was disrespectful. I jumped back just like everybody else though when she called her a bitch. I think that was a little bit too much. Yeah, she was overstepping her boundaries, but Will was letting her and liking it. And he was aware of it as well. Carlton was like, you need to get it together. And he didn't care because he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. I'm sure this season we're going to see her training schedule get in the way of their happiness, which is crazy because if anyone could understand what she's trying to do, it should be Will. He's not here to support. He's here to be the center of attention. It's clear that he loves Carlton, but he always is going to make sure that Carlton is his sidekick. Even him jumping in to do this car race, it was clear he didn't even know how to work the car. Was so incredibly reckless, and it gave a lot of insight to this man's character. He put both of their lives in danger and Jazz's only asset. Will is always trying to be like, I'm from the streets, don't you get it? I know how to hustle. But every chance he gets, he moves like an entitled brat, and he relies on that parachute of being rich. And that was something that Jazz told him, like, hey, y'all just out here taking in opportunities, acting like it's so hard for you when really y'all are just fooling around doing whatever you want. Speaking of Jazz, I don't have a lot of sympathy for any of his problems this season because they're all self-imposed. His insecurities with Hillary, his money issues are all byproducts of his pride. Side note, it is jarring that Jazz is this fine. I know the entire cast is beautiful, but this makes no sense for this man's character. I couldn't find a screenshot, but that red fit he wore to Phil's opening, why are you so clean? I'm supposed to not take you seriously. And you got black ice from the gods. I'm just over it. All right, got a little sidetracked. But yeah, I do like like the way that this relationship is going because the chemistry between them is undeniable, but I'm not quite sure that they're good for each other. And I think everyone but Ashley understands that too. You could say it's because of money, but y'all, that is a big part of being in a relationship. And it clearly affects Jazz that he is not rich enough to truly take care of Hillary. I knew the second that Hillary announced that they were engaged that poor man was going to die, especially since he said he proposed in front of like the Trevor fountain. And while it hasn't been confirmed yet, he may just be in a coma or something. I think that it complicates them reuniting in a way that's going to be very interesting. Will Hillary feel too guilty to get back with him? Will she reevaluate what she wants? She, at the very least, though, has to put Jazz on ice while she goes through those feelings. I hope Jazz understands that and doesn't like try to comfort her. Although I know he's not going to give her the space that she needs. I'll be reviewing the rest of the season throughout the finale. If you're watching the show and want to keep up with it, be sure to follow me. Give it 3.5 out of 5 Frankie Flames.